In a brief speech, ang sabi po ni President Duterte, and I quote, "Today I announce my retirement from politics." I guess ang tanong ngayon, sino ang magiging standard bearer ng PDP laban? And I remember, di ba, may usap-usapan na one of those floated is a Sara Duterte or Bongo ticket. At also to point out, ang sabi po ni Mayor Sara dati, she said she won't run for a national position kung ang ama niya ay tatakbo rin. Ngayon po, that is the question. Sino ang magiging standard bearer ng PDP laban?
And in many forums and caucuses and meetings to discuss what I should do in my life, the overwhelming, I said, sentiment of the Filipino is that I am not qualified and it would be a violation of the Constitution to circumvent the law, the spirit of the Constitution. And so, in obedience to the will of the people who, after all, placed me in the presidency many years ago, I now say sa mga kababayan ko, sundin ko ang gusto ninyo. And today, I announce my retirement from politics. Salamat po sa inyong lahat.
As the President had announced na he had accepted the nomination para tumakbo bilang Vice President, tapos si Senator Bongo was really adamant and he was insisting that he is not accepting the nomination naman ng PDP laban to run as Vice President. Tapos all of a sudden, boom, pagdating natin ngayon dito, ngayong hapon, mag-a-announce si Senator Bongo that he is running for the Vice Presidential post and the President withdrawing his decision to run for the position. We don't know if it's going to be a strategic move. It will be very interesting paano naging decision process ng dalawang leader, political leaders, para to come up with such a decision. Although the President has, as he mentioned in his speech, na it has to do with how the public had reacted to his decision, as he was citing the survey as the primary reason kung bakit he decided to withdraw. But again, I just point out na just in case, let's also put into context that if Senator Bongo, just in case, doesn't win the vice presidential candidate, rather the vice presidential race, he has still 3 years in his term as senator. So manalo, matalo, he will continue to serve on in the government. Now, ang tanong na lang natin ngayon is paano ito ang magiging impact nito sa potential candidacy ng presidential daughter at Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte. As many of the supporters of Mayor Sara Duterte have been urging the President to withdraw his nomination or his intention to run para to give way to Mayor Sara the space and eventually the decision to run as president. Now, will this move eventually convince Mayor Sara? We don't know yet. Now, balikan lang natin may konti yung speech kanina both ni Senator Bongo at saka ni Presidente. Maliban sa mga binanggit mo kanina, may konting patutsada if you may, may konting patutsada si Senator Bongo nung ina-explain niya kung bakit niya gusto tumakbong Vice Presidente. Sabi niya, I will be a working Vice President at magkakaroon ako ng silbi, hindi ako magiging spare tire. And I don't just want to be remembered as a Vice President or a Senator, I want to be remembered as a public servant. As we all know, ito yung laging binabash or ang criticism na binabato ng mga critics or at least mga supporters ni President Duterte kay Vice President Leni na she has been described as a spare tire in this administration. Importante rin to point out also, Mai, as you also did say kanina, that the President formally making an announcement that he is retiring from politics. We don't know how much impact this would have, not only, again, to the potential candidacy of his daughter, Mayor Sara Duterte, but to his supporters. Although Senator Bongo is also saying na President Duterte will still remain the number one campaigner niya if in case ngayon natatakbo siya as Vice President. So again, magiging impact we will have to see in the coming days anong magiging impact nito, particularly sa magiging potential candidacy ni Mayor Sara Duterte. As we have been saying, ito yung panawagan ng kanyang mga supporters ang panawagan kay Pangulong Duterte na to give way to his daughter para makapag-decide na ito na to run or eventually to run for the position of President.
Good afternoon. Given that President Rodrigo Duterte decided to withdraw his acceptance of nomination, I am here to take on the challenge as the PDP's vice presidential candidate na pagdesisyonan kong tumakbo bilang vice presidente sa darating na halalan upang may pagpatuloy ang mga magagandang programa at tunay na pagbabagong na umpisahan ni Pangulong Duterte at sisikapin nating dagdagan pa ang mga ito. Una sa lahat, walang tigil dapat ang kampanya natin kontra iligal na droga, korupsyon at kriminalidad. Ang taong bayan na po ang humusga kung mas ligtas ba sila ngayon ang mga anak nila at walang pangamba dahil sa mga kriminal at adik. Hindi dapat masayang ang mga nasimulang ito, kung kaya't sa susunod na 6 na taon ay sisikapin nating maproteksyonan ang buhay at kinabukasan ng ating mga anak. Ang ganda na sana ng takbo ng ating ekonomiya at ng administrasyong Duterte kung hindi lang tayo tinamaan ng krisis. Sisikapin nating maibalik sa normal ang ating pamumuhay at muling maihahon mula sa hirap ang ating mga kababayan. Dahil dumami ang nawalan ng trabaho at nagugutom. Upang makamtan ang layuning ito, palalaguin natin ang mga oportunidad pangkabuhayan sa bawat sulok ng bansa. Susolusyonan natin ang hirap at gutom dahil importante na maalagaan ang tiyan ng bawat Pilipino. Sisiguraduhin nating magiging mabilis at maayos at abot kaya ang mga serbisyong pangkalusugan tulad ng naibibigay ng tulong ng mga malasakit centers sa mga nangangailangan. Titiyakin rin po nating matatapos ang mga nasimulang build projects upang maisakatuparan ang mga nasimulang proyekto upang mas maging maginhawa at komportableng buhay para sa lahat. I intend to pursue and expand these efforts further towards overcoming this pandemic by achieving economic recovery, providing job opportunities, and addressing hunger and poverty. At sa lahat ng ito, sisiguraduhin nating walang maiiwan sa ating muling pagbangon bilang isang mas matatag na bansa. Hindi ko po sasayangin ang bawat oras, minuto at pagkakataon na binigay sa akin ng taong bayan na magserbisyo sa aking kapwa. Kapalit ng inyong tiwala at suporta, ibabalik ko po sa inyo ang serbisyong may malasakit, tunay at nararapat. I will continue to serve especially those who need government attention the most, yung mga mahihirap po. I am determined to fulfill my role as a bridge for the poor, the needy, the hopeless, and the helpless, connecting them to their government so that their voices are heard and their concerns are addressed during these trying times. Bawat buhay po ay pinapahalagahan natin, lalo na yung mga walang ibang matakbuhan. Sila po ang prioridad natin dito, kapakanan nila ang pinaglalaban ko rito.